What up? It is Brett Andrews, Z100, live backstage, LMFAO, Kesha concert. Sitting with my boys from LMFAO. How you doing?
Doing good.
What's cracking?
Yeah, man.
All right, now, I walked into the dressing room here, and it's really quiet in here. I didn't expect this. I was expecting people to be, hanging from the ceiling. I was expecting some shuffling to be going on.
Yeah, no, we like to meditate.
Okay, hold on. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. Let's meditate.
Let's bring it in.
This is all part of the LMFAO pre-show. Okay, hold on. Give me some meditation words here.
Let's go.
LMFAO, rock the beat and rock the show. Feet onto the flow, start to freak and drink some more.
I don't know. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this thing. Wait. All right, now we're ready. So, fellas, tell me about this tour. I mean, this is crazy being out with Kesha. Playing these huge arenas. What's it been like so far?
It's been like amazing.
Fun-mazing? That's my phone. Sorry.
I don't know what to do with it. Sorry.
Whatever that ring is, it's like.
Just laid an egg.
Charlie Brown.
Thanks.
So it's
been amazing. It's been incredible.
Incredible. Tell me, you guys probably wherever you go see a lot of people shuffling. What is the oldest person you've seen shuffle? I mean, I gotta imagine you got some grannies at these shows getting a shuffle on.
Probably Grandma Goodfoot.
Grandma Goodfoot. She's actually here. She's from Oregon.
Grandma Goodfoot from Oregon, and she shuffles. And who is it? You guys see like 3-year-olds shuffling at your shows too? I mean, it's crazy. You guys have essentially reinvented the kind of the Running Man a little bit. I mean, people kind of compare it to the Running Man.
Yeah.
What's the main difference between a shuffle and a Running Man?
It's it's probably the middle step. There's a one extra thing in there, you know what I'm saying? It gives you a swag, it gives you a skip bounce that a Running Man can't provide, you know what I'm saying? So, that's just the update, that's the evolution of what the Running Man was, and you got the Charleston mixed in with it. So there's a lot more, you gotta be more agile to shuffle, you know what I'm saying?
So I gotta ask you this, being like, from the family, you guys are from, the Gordy family, you guys kind of grew up around the music business, but you guys have essentially kind of recreated it. I mean, you've invented kind of something all your own in this whole party rock thing. What was the evolution of, because you guys grew up around Michael Jackson and some of these, Motown guys, more of these traditional dudes. What was the evolution from, that growing up into what you guys have created now? I bet you didn't think you were going to get that deep of a question in this, did you?
Well,
I thought a lot about that question. I hope it's a good answer.
What was the question again?
You want me to repeat that whole question?
No, seriously, because I'm up for the challenge.
No. All I'm saying is, with the background that you guys have, the Motown background, growing up and things like that, going from these traditional kind of, Michael Jackson, this whole Detroit thing,
right,
into what you guys have kind of created
right,
for yourself.
Right.
Where did that evolution start taking place? And how did you guys create this whole party rock thing?
Well, history repeats itself in many forms. So this is just another form of basically the same thing. It's just we have current events. We have new technology. But the same principles are applied. With the Motown, everybody. For instance, you got the Temptations, right?
Right.
All had the suits, they had the dance moves, boom, boom, boom.
The one mic, they all kind of...
The one mic, they had the things, the Four Tops, the Supremes had their look, their vibe. Rick James then came out in the 80s, had his, solo vibe. The Jackson 5 had a group vibe, but then, Michael was always a little more than the rest. And then Michael came out solo, and then he had his vibe. And so you look at all that stuff, and you mix all that together, add the invention of HipHop, which is, in in the 80s. Then you got electro coming in, and so the only thing that's different is that now there's DJs instead of band leaders. You know, and it's really the same thing. It's just new technology, new sound.
And you guys kind of fused all that stuff. I
Yeah,
feel like you
yeah.
fused
And
all
you-
that together to do what you do.
Yeah, and you learn from the history.
Right.
You know, you learn from what works. A family-oriented, you know, Motown was a family business type of thing. So you take the best of that, and then we add technology. See, they didn't have a lot of the technology, the social networking and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we take, you know, the best of what they did and add it with the best of what you can do today, mixed with our own special sauce.
That's an awesome answer.
You know, because every man has a special sauce.
Now, I know you guys, who's uncle, who's nephew here? Someone's uncle, someone's
guess.
nephew.
Take a guess.
Well, I don't know. You guys both look the same damn age. I don't know.
Well, if you saw us naked.
Well, take off your clothes then, brother.
Obviously, you would say
He moved the laptop right when he said that.
you'd say Red Foo is definitely older if you saw
So,
us naked.
so being
Shrimp bowl.
so being family
Oh,
members
oh.
and being on tour, do you ever does anyone ever come up to you, his people, and go, "Hey, was he behaving on tour? Was he behaving on tour?" Since you guys are family members, you kind of got that.
Oh yeah, well, Grandma Goodfoot always asked me, you know, is Beazle behaving on tour? And I said, yeah. You know, okay, because if he ain't, I'm gonna give him I ain't gonna give him no more shots.
I love it.
So
Let me ask you this. You know, I've been a fan of your music for a while, but it wasn't until just recently I was reading like an Us Weekly magazine or something, an article about you guys, you know, talking about your family background, you know, being in the Berry family. Is that something you guys have specifically tried not to kind of make a part of, like, you know, your press? Because, I mean, I've been listening to your music for a couple of years now. I just found out you guys were basically who you are a month ago. Is that something you've consciously tried to kind of do on your own, you know, try to make this thing on your own without, you know, family influences?
You know, I mean, the truth of the matter is we kind of followed our dream, followed our heart to, you know, for this career, for music, you know. Our family didn't really want us to do it. They wanted us to go to college. They wanted to do all these different type of things, except what our passion was, you know.
Right.
So we were kind of, you know, discouraged to do what we're doing at first. So, you know, and also, you know, we wanted people to love us for who we are,
right,
and where we come from. You know what I'm saying? That's a plus to the whole thing. But so, you know, we came out with our music, and for a long time people didn't know. I think the time that they started to know is when we got nominated for a Grammy, and they started to dig in the background and see what's going on, and then it all came up.
All of a sudden, these are like, wow, these are Barry Gordy's kids, and it makes sense now. But you guys did your thing on your own, which is, you know, something that a lot of people, especially from a musical family, won't necessarily do.
No,
which is cool. I give you guys a lot of props for that.
Thank you.
So.
This is pimps. We pimps. We just pimps. You know
LMFAO, right here, party rocking tonight at the Rose Garden.
Yeah,
you guys come on and do anything with Kesha too?
Occasionally, if the vibe, you know, says, "Yo, man, jump on stage," you know what I'm saying? Shake your penis.
I like it. I talked to Kesha on Thursday on the phone, and she said she's been kicked out or nearly kicked out of a bunch of hotels on this tour. So let me ask you as my final question, who parties harder, the Kesha people or the LMFAO people?
Well, I haven't seen Kesha at an after party, but that's not
the shit she isn't at one.
That's our after
Our
party.
after,
She
yeah.
probably has her own.
I like
so
it.
it's you know, she's probably she's you know, we're partying on the same plane. You know, she's sleazy. You know what I'm saying?
So, now that we're done, what do you got? All right, now that we're about done, let's get back into our meditation mode, so we can close this out with a little meditation. All right, you ready? Here we go. Give it to me.
We love our life.
We love our fans. Let's party rock this bitch like a one night stand.
Z100portland.com with LMFAO.
Wait a minute. So I just walked up here and y'all started cheering. Is that, hold on. Is that A, because I'm so freaking awesome, or B, or is it because I have front row tickets in my hand?